Wanted to show you an activity that I made for my preschoolers who are working on it, their tree study. So we're going to go on a little forest walk, and I have my green screen set up. I also have all my animal and leaf cutouts that I'm going to be using right here. I chose forest animals, but I mean, if you're doing a beach and talking about the palm trees or other kinds of trees, feel free to use that. So we would start at the edge of the forest and talk about what we see, and then we could go deeper into the forest and talk about the different animals that live in a forest. So who lives in a tree? If you want to give choices, you could talk about like a fox versus a bird. Can you tell me which one lives in a tree? Or for those that don't need the choices, you could say, oh, this animal can fly and it has a beak. Can you tell me what animal is that? And they could tell you, and then you could put it where they live. You can also talk about different sizes. So a bird is really small, so it can live in a tree, but a bear is really big, so it lives on the ground. Okay, then, oh look, I see a hole in the tree. Let's go take a look. And you can talk about different animals that might live in the tree. You could play a game where you make the animal sound and they have to guess who's inside the tree. For example, you could go, who, who says that? Who, does anybody know who makes that sound? And then you could have you'll be prepared, but you could have your owl pop out of the hole, especially if you had your green screen pocket that you're using. That would be really cool. You can also talk about what happens when the seasons change, how the leaves change, and they might fall off a tree, which would then lead us to one of our final slides where you could put different colored leaves on the tree. So you can talk about colors. You could put some acorns on the tree. You could talk about different positions on the tree. So which is on the bottom branch and which is at the top branch. You could put different animals on there if you want. And then my classes will sing a song about 5 little leaves or 5 little apples or 5 little anythings that are sitting in the tree, and then they fall down. Okay. So those are my activities for our tree unit. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions